Hi, boys and girls. It's Mr. Ade, Edison Elementary.
Morning, Mr. Staley from Carson Elementary.
Now, today we're going to introduce juggling. Yes, it's not easy, boys and girls, so don't get frustrated. It's a difficult skill, but it's super fun. So Mr. Staley's going to go over some juggling basics with you, some vocabulary words you can think about when you're juggling. Is a skill-related component would be coordination. That would be performing more than one task at a time. So while you're juggling, you can think of that vocabulary word. So it is my pleasure to work with Mr. Staley. Now, not only is he a parent here at Edison Elementary, he's the PE teacher at Carson Elementary, Denver Public Schools. Mr. Staley, can you talk about juggling a little bit?
Absolutely, Mr. Ade. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
So, when we're juggling, we need to use both sides of our body, just like Mr. Ade said, using coordination. Another part of that is called cross-lateral, using both sides of our body equally. Or, another word, ambidexterity. You know, we talk about that in our sports stacking unit. So, this is juggling. Mr. Ade and I are going to show you what it looks like. Ready, Mr. Ade?
Alrighty.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
For juggling, you're going to need 3 similar items from around the house. So, I know a lot of us have these bandanas you might have from around the house, okay? We can use 3 bandanas. Some of you might have grocery bags around the house. These work really well. Mr. Ade has a few more items he's going to show us.
Yeah, boys and girls, try to grab anything. That's what's really cool about juggling. You could just grab, whatever you have at home. Grab what you can. Like, for example, here's some tissues. Try to juggle with some tissues if you don't have anything. And of course, these juggling scarves are fabulous. If you have anything like this, these are great. So try to locate yourself something to juggle with. Like Mr. Staley said, you got to have 3 items.
To start out our juggling, we're just going to start with 1 item. I have a grocery bag. Mr. Ade has a scarf. We always want to have our fingers pointed down when we're starting off with scarves or grocery bags or tissue paper, always with our fingers down. And the way we want to hold it is called a jellyfish hold. So Mr. Ade, he's got a good jellyfish hold there. He's holding the middle of his scarf. I'm holding the middle of my bag, and we want it draped down, and we want it our hand in the middle. When we're juggling, we're always going to go across our body. We want to pretend there's a target that we're throwing to across our body. Ready, Mr. Ade?
Ready.
We're going to toss it, and we're going to catch it with our opposite hand. Make sure it's nice and high. Here we go. Toss, fingers down, and catch. Let's try that again, Mr. Ade. Toss and catch. Making sure when you're catching it, your fingertips are down. Let's try that 5 times, Mr. Ade.
Yes,
Ready?
please.
Let's go. Toss and catch. Toss and catch. Toss and catch. Toss and catch. Very good.
Okay, boys and girls, foundation of juggling is using 2. So it's really important that you get the technique down using 2 scarves before you move ahead. So make sure you master this. It's not too hard, but it's important. So before we do that, how to get into that jellyfish position, the best way is to hold your scarf right in the middle and just take your finger and locate the middle of that scarf, and there you go. There's your jellyfish. Remember, we're talking about a jellyfish hold for this. Now, you're going to throw one up, and you're going to throw one under. You're going to be here, right there. Again, you're going to throw one up, you're going to throw one under, and you're going to catch. Make sure you're switching and you're catching, the scarves are switching and you're catching. Don't do this, kids. This isn't juggling where I put the other one in my other hand, I'm putting the other one. That's not it, kids. Remember, we're going to throw it up and under and catch, and you're going to wind up in that jellyfish hand position again. Let me show that again. So we're going to throw one up, one under, and we're going to catch. Or Mr. Staley likes to say, up, or cross, catch. Cross, catch.
Notice each time you do it, the colors switch sides. So you start with Mr. Aldea's got the pink in his right hand and the orange in his left. He's going to toss, catch, and they've changed sides. Orange on his right, pink on his left. Let's try that 5 times, Mr. Aldea.
5 times, Mr.
Here we
Staley.
go.
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to move to 3 items. This is the hardest part. Don't get frustrated. It is the hardest part of juggling, starting with 3. Getting from in your hand to in the air. But Mr. Ade and I are going to lead you through, and it's going to be fun. Just take some practice. Here goes Mr. Ade. Very good, we hold it. Very good, Mr. Ade.
Thank you.
Now, starting off, very important, the hand hold. You have to hold 2 bags or 2 items in one hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bottom 2 fingers of my hand, my dominant hand, the hand I write with. I'm going to hold here and hold 2 fingers because then I want to put my other jellyfish right here because I have to be able to toss the first one without letting go of the second one. And then my third jellyfish is in my other hand. Ready, Mr. Ade? So we always start the hand with 2. So right now we're not going to juggle. We're just going to set down our single one. We just want 2 in one hand. We're going to practice tossing the one across our body and catch it without letting go of the other one. Ready, Mr. Ade?
Ready.
Nice and high. Toss, catch. Put it back. Toss, catch. Put it back. Toss, catch. Put it back. Let's try that 5 times, Mr.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Toss, catch. Put it back. Try to get it across your body, nice and high. Last one, Mr. Ade.
Last one. Boys and girls, don't forget the most important thing is practice with this very difficult skill, juggling. Now, we're going to try with 3. Now, when you do it with 3, make sure, remember, you're holding 2 scarves in one hand. That's the hand that goes first. You're going to go toss, catch, toss, catch. So yes, it sounds a little bit difficult, but you're going to toss one up, you're going to toss one under, and you're going to keep going. Looks like this. Here we go. It just looks like this. Oops. It's okay. So Staley, get back in there. The scarves are easier. That is nice.
Well, if you feel really confident on scarves, you've mastered it, you feel good, you've shown mom or dad what a great scarf juggler you are, you can move on to other items. Mr. Ade had 3 bean bags. You can use tennis balls. You can use any 3 items that are similar. You don't want the weights to be different because it makes it kind of challenging to juggle, but 3 items that are similar. And it's the same pattern, except instead of your jellyfish, you're going to flip your hands over. We call this supinate. Supinate your hands. Now, it's the same technique. We want to toss from one side of our body to the other. Nice and high across our body. Toss and catch. Toss and catch. Mr. Ade, you want to move on to 2?
Yes. All right. Like we said before, two very important that you master two before you go to three. I feel like two's the backbone of juggling, really. I'm going to throw one up, I'm going to throw one under, catch, catch. So it's up, under, catch, catch. Up, under, catch, catch. Up, under, catch, catch. Or Mr. Staley likes to say, cross, catch, catch. Cross, cross, catch, catch. Up, under, catch, catch. Two looks like that. Practice two, master two before you move on to three.
Speaking of three, Mr. Ade,
Yes.
let's grab three. Now, it's the same. I'm going to start with two in one hand, one in the other. I like to start in my dominant hand. Mr. Ade is left-handed, so he's starting in his dominant hand, and I'm starting in mine. Same thing, I need to always start the hand that has two. I'm going to toss one, then I'm going to toss the other one, then I'm going to catch the first one, toss the third one. It's going to look like this. Toss, toss, catch, toss, catch, toss, catch, toss, catch, toss, catch, toss.
Oh,
And that is juggling. Once you feel confident, challenge someone. Mr. Ade, would you like to have a juggling contest?
I'm up for the challenge, Mr. Staley. It's a contest, a juggling contest.
Here we go, Mr. Ade. Get your
Good luck.
Good luck, Mr. Ade. Get your jellyfish out. Two in one hand, one in the other. Always start the hand that has two. Ready, Mr. Ade?
I'm ready.
Go.
Here we go.
We're having a contest. Who's gonna win? Oh, Mr. Staley.
All right.
Congratulations, Mr. Ade.
Oh,
You won.
man, it's difficult, not easy to juggle, kids.
So, Mr. Staley needs to practice a little more.
Me too.
Now, if you feel really confident, you can find some random things around the house. Mr. Ade's got some mini basketballs.
Yeah, just grab anything. Try some random stuff.
I'm gonna try 3 soccer balls. Ready?
You go first, Mr. Staley.
Thanks, Mr. Ade.
That takes a lot of room. Wow. Oh my, that is difficult. That's not hard. Try something like this. See, that's tough.